Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Ako Yvette in the building. In today's video, guys, we are going to be talking about proctors at University of the People. Now we are going to be looking at proctor, what a proctor is. And now when you take an exam or a course where proctors are being involved, what does it mean? What is this proctoring all about? Okay, but before I start, this is Ako Yvette and this channel is all about educational stuffs and update about University of the People and a lot of interesting videos. So if you know you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do me a favor right now, guys. Hit that subscribe button down below so that each time I upload new videos, you will be able to get the notification. All right, okay, so thank you. Now, what is proctoring? What do we mean by a proctor? Now, a proctor is simply what we call, let's just say what we normally know as an invigilator. Okay, an invigilator. Now when they talk of proctoring, it simply means invigilating. All right, now when they talk of a proctor, it simply means, like, in a case where you are writing an exam, I believe everybody that has gone to school has gone through that, where you're writing an exam and there is. Now when you take a course at University of the People that require proctoring, that requires a proctor, what we have what we call proctor U, and we also have a situation where the proctor can be presently, physically, can be there with you and invigilating you while you are writing your exam. All right, so first of all, when you take a course, let me take for instance, if you're doing English 102, English 102 requires a proctor. Now what you do is, when you register for this course, they will not immediately accept. First of all, you have to put in the email address of the person you have chosen as your proctor. Okay, you have to choose someone, you have to bring someone as a proctor. Now, if you don't have anybody that can proctor you, you don't have anybody that can invigilate you, like I said, proctor is simply like an invigilator, someone that would be there to invigilate you while you are writing your exams. Most of us have gone through these things. Most of us that have gone to school, we have gone through these things. We know what invigilators are, we know what invigilating is. So you're simply writing your exam and someone is there looking, making sure that you do not do any copy work and you're just focus on your question paper and you answer from what you read, you answer from your head, your memory, and so on. All right, you do not have to open your books, you do not have to look somewhere else, you do not have to ask somebody in order to get the answers. That is it, proctoring. Okay, so in that case, when you put in the email address, when you register for a course that requires a proctor, now when you put in your email address, the email address of the person that has to proctor you, that has to invigilate you, now that is where they accept. Okay, that's where they accept that course that you have registered, and in due time they will send you a message that finally, and before they accept, they will have to send a message to your proctor to ask him if he is aware that he is supposed to proctor you during this exam at this particular time, if he will be available at that time to invigilate you. Now the proctor will now say yes, will now either accept or reject the offer or the question that is being asked. All right, now when the proctor, if the proctor rejects it, it means you have to look for another proctor. Okay, because there is no way you're going to register that course without registering your proctor alongside, like putting the email address. Now if you do not have a proctor, if the proctor say yes, then they can go ahead, accept your registration of the course, and in due time they are going to send you a mail stating that finally your course have been registered. Finally you have registered your course and you can start doing it when the term starts. Now if you do not have a proctor, what happens is that you will now have to get what we call proctor U. Proctor U is an online proctor. Okay, now the university is not responsible for getting you a proctor. If you get a proctor U, be aware or know that you will have to pay, because proctor U, they pay proctor U. Okay, they pay online proctor, a proctor that will invigilate you through a webcam when you are writing your exam. Okay, and you have to pay for this proctor because it's not the university's responsibility to pay the proctor. Okay, so if you're using an online proctor, just be sure what we call at University of the People proctor U. If you're using an online proctor, just know that you are going to pay this proctor. Okay, so that is how it is. But now if you're using someone that will be there with you physically, someone that will be there to invigilate you, you are not paying anything. Now that takes us to the requirement of a proctor, who is fit to proctor an exam at University of the People, who is fit to be your proctor. Okay, so now before that is done, they will state out the requirements. Okay, now this person that has to proctor you do not have to be your relative. First of all, the person has to be at least the age of 21 years. At least the age of 21 years. It cannot be under 21 years. It has to be at least 21 years to be a proctor or to proctor you. And now the person do not have to, like, does not have vested interest in your grades, meaning that the person is not supposed to have any interest in your grades. Okay, the person's job is just there to invigilate you and make sure you don't do any copy work. Make sure you don't write according to the rules of the school. All right, so the person is not supposed to have any interest in your grades. Okay, and also the person is not supposed to be a relative. The person is not supposed to be a husband. The person is not supposed to have any interest. It's not supposed to be a friend. The person must be a responsible human in the society. He must be a responsible person in the society. He can be a pastor. He can be someone that is maybe a lecturer. Okay, someone that is a lecturer. And now you are not supposed to pay this person. This person is not supposed to receive any payments from you. Okay, the person has to do it willfully. The person has to invigilate you willfully. So you will need to look for someone that is not related to you. The person, you are not supposed to pay the person. The person has no vested interest in your grades, and the person must be a responsible a human in the society. Can be a pastor, a lecturer, somebody of like that has a high position in the society and has nothing to do with you, does not have any interest in your grade, just want you to follow the rules of the school while writing your exams. Okay, so those are the requirements for someone to be able to proctor an exam at the University of the People. All right, so remember, if you do not have a proctor, if there is no one to proctor you, okay, that is what we call proctoring or proctor at University of the People. Okay, so if you are a University of the People student and this is your first year, beware that there are courses that you will need to get a proctor, someone to invigilate you while you are writing your exams, and you will need to have a national ID. All right, so you need to have a national ID, because even if an online proctor is invigilating you through a webcam, they will ask for your national ID, okay, for you to show before you start taking the exams. And what happens is that you cannot in any way start the exam when your proctor is not around, because they will give the exam code to your proctor. Okay, when you want to open the exam, it is your proctor that has the exam code. There is no way you can open the exam when your proctor is not around, because he is the only one having the exam code. So he will need to come around, invigilate you just like they do in normal classroom schools, and then from there he will open the exam for you to start writing. And you know, the minutes are being stated there, or the hours are being stated there. Sometimes they can give you 1 hour to write an exam. It all depends on the course and the lecturer and so on. So they can give you 1 hour to write an exam. They can give you 1 hour 20 minutes to write an exam, and so on and so forth. They can give you 90 minutes to write the exam. Like, it all depends on the course. Okay, so that is what proctoring or a proctor at University of the People is all about. All right, so if you're a new student, beware that these are the some of the things that you will need along the line. You will need someone, so you can start looking for this person. Maybe you can start talking to a lecturer, maybe you can start talking to your pastor, maybe you can start talking to an elder in your church that is going to invigilate you, all right, while you are writing your exam, or prepare your money to pay for an online proctor that will actually invigilate you through a webcam. if you have a webcam on your laptop, that is going to invigilate you while you are writing your exams. Remember, if you do not provide all of this information at the end of the day, your courses are not going to be registered. Okay, your courses are not going to be registered. So you need to provide all of this information whenever you're taking a course that has to do with proctoring. Okay, so that is just it about proctoring at the University of the People. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment at the comment section. Hit that subscribe button down below so that each time I upload beautiful videos like this, you'll be the first person to get notified. And please share my videos. Don't forget to hit that like button. Share my videos to as many people as possible. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please guys do have a blessed day. Thank you.